up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. All right, let's see. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey, to talk about what's on the blogs, honey.
I sponsor the blog.
Let me tell you something.
Let's see, because we don't have nothing to talk about, so I must see what's going on. Now, I'll tell you this. I haven't saved anything. Y'all, I see your Instagram DMs. I see them. But when I go into my DMs, I get a little overwhelmed. I'm just letting y'all know. I be seeing it. I see them. I see them. I see them. I get overwhelmed at all the. I'm like, what's happening? Why do I have all these messages? Why? So sometimes I will go on Instagram and not go into the DMs at all. But some of y'all send me DMs and I still appreciate them. Some of y'all send me stories. Some of y'all tag me in stories, which I really appreciate too. Like, Erica, did you see this shit? Have you seen this shit yet? I appreciate that. I appreciate just when you tag me and you don't say anything because I'm gonna be like, ain't this some shit? So you already know. So I appreciate the tags. I appreciate y'all, sending me DMs, telling me what to talk about, telling me to watch YouTube channels and stuff like that, clips and stuff, telling me to watch different stories and stuff like that. So I appreciate it. It does help, and thank you so very much for contributing to the content. I do appreciate that. Not gonna smoke too much. I got things to do. So what? All right, let's see what we are talking about, honey. It says y'all agree. Social users accuse Iggy Azelia of hypocrisy for working with Tory Lanez amid shooting trial, but condemning Playboi Carti's alleged abuse. She said, imagine having a pregnant girlfriend and pretending they don't exist until it comes out you like to abuse them too, and rarely visiting your actual son unless it's because you're running from whatever problems you got in Atlanta and the press with your your serial abuse of women. Been there, done that, warned you. Anyways, I'm having an actual amazing day. Karma is real. Treat the people you love well. Happy Valentine's Day. That was from Iggy Azelia. She's talking about Playboi Carti. Playboi Carti is her child's father, and she has been saying since the beginning he's not active. She's basically she has a son or child who's father deficient, basically, and she's raising her kid. And like I said, when it first happened, you thought you were going to be different, honey. The Yelp reviews are out. You see what she said. I warned you. So she's letting you know, y'all, I put out a Yelp review. Yes, I went into the restaurant. I thought because I was a white woman, my dining experiences was going to be different. No, it wasn't. That motherfucker did me the same exact fucking way. And here he is with he's just been arrested for allegedly choking his pregnant girlfriend after an argument over a paternity test. She said she thought she was going to die because he had tried to choke her. And we've been saying over and over again, there's a couple of people out there, telling people that, maybe you should not bring children into the world from these men that you become pregnant by, because these men would rather have you dead and the child dead than for you to have a baby. So I think a lot of the times, because a lot of there was just another story the other day of a woman, a woman who was pregnant, who was killed. She was laying beside her car, and her actual 18-month-old was in the car, and she's actually pregnant. They ended up, and I said it, it was like 2 weeks ago, and I said it was probably the child's father, because there are staggering rates of pregnant women who are killed by the unborn child's father. They don't want you to have a baby. They don't want, apparently the Florida rapper, it came out that this semi-professional Florida rapper, he he ended her life, and he was he's the father of the unborn child. So now he's been charged with her death as well as the baby's death as well. And it was her boyfriend, and then apparently he was talking to his new girlfriend about the situation and saying that it's done, like he's going to end her life basically. So there are a lot of times where pregnant women end up dead, and it happens a lot. A lot of it. A lot. You look at the rates for women who die when they're pregnant, and then you find out that it's the child's father who ended up doing it. It's really sad. They don't. It's wild because there are some of them who don't care. Like, it's almost like, I feel like a lot of these guys, they run around and have a bunch of kids as almost like a Girl Scout badge. Like, I have a baby here, I have a baby here, I'm spreading my seed and all this other stuff, right? That's what you hear them say. They have no intentions of caring for the child. They have no intentions of being worried about the child's well-being. They have no intentions of supporting the child in any way, financially, spiritually, emotionally. They have no intentions, but they still want the badge of, I got kids. But you're not taking care of them. You're not contributing to their lives in any positive way. You're not teaching them anything. You basically have father deficient children. And it's really sad. It's really sad because, and the part that is this, I feel like I'm having deja vu, because the saddest part is that women don't listen to women. We have been socialized to be male identified. So when a woman comes out, we always take the side of the man. So many, I feel like I literally am having deja vu. So many women will refuse to listen to the woman, will refuse to even acknowledge what the woman has said she's gone through, in a hopes that, I don't know, your magic pussy is going to change them, your magic cooking is going to change them. I don't know. Your magic blowjob, I don't know what you think is going to change a person. But eventually the woman sees, and they never go to the other woman and be like, you know what, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't listen to you. Yeah, you went into that restaurant. You thought you were going to have a different dining experience. You thought the 1-star reviews and the no-star reviews were haters and hating on you and hating on your happiness. When a woman is telling you she's being tortured, terrorized, mistreated by a man, there should be like a letter, like a scarlet letter on his chest for the rest of the community to see. But for some reason, the women run to this violent person who has mistreated this other woman, be like, girl, I'm gonna be different. I don't care what she went through. That don't have nothing to do with me. What she went through don't have nothing to do with me. No, it has nothing to do with you. But in a few years, you're gonna be having the same experience, wondering, why me? Why me? It ain't gonna be me. That ain't got shit to do with me. Okay, sis, it does have shit to do with you. And even somebody was in the comments and was like, do men hate women? And I've been trying to tell y'all that. I've been trying to tell y'all that they're socialized to hate you. They're socialized to only see you as a goddamn maid, a mule, or a mattress. And if you're not any of those things for them, they don't want anything to do with you. And then the babies, having the babies, and they're getting upset when you get pregnant, is either this. Listen, if you know the type of man you're pregnant by is not going to be involved, you know his character, you know, forget it. Forget it. Do what you need to do legally, because these guys are out here killing pregnant women, and they don't want you to have their children. So either terminate the pregnancy, or don't tell him about the child at all. Don't give the child its last name, this and that. You can always tell the child who their father is, but they don't have to be on no goddamn paperwork. I'm telling you, they don't. And or just terminate the pregnancy and go on about your life, because these men out here do not want y'all to have kids. They don't want you to have. They don't want. I don't know what it is. There's two types. There's either the ones that are going around just having sex with a bunch of women, not taking care of their kids, doesn't matter. And then they're the ones that want to remove you from the earth if you're pregnant with their child and their child. They don't care. There's no connection there. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't even care to think like, damn, she's about to have a baby. There's a disassociation from your humanity, from the unborn child's humanity. They don't care. So I feel sorry for this woman, that Playboi, because I was like, oh, that's right, Iggy Azelia was with Playboi Carti. She actually had a baby by him. And for me, like, he immediately, like, you notice as soon as you become pregnant, there's a whole switch, because now the attention that you were providing him and giving him is no longer going to be in that direction. It's going to be towards a child. And a lot of people get jealous. It's just a bunch of things. There's so many reasons, right? And they're like saying, well, you did a song with Tory Lanez. She don't even have a career for y'all to be worried about her doing a song with Tory Lanez. Y'all, I'm gonna say, y'all still go up for old girl Barbie, and she be doing songs with Tekashi 6ix9ine, with who else she be doing songs with? I'm just saying, it's a lot of people doing songs with people. I believe they should have scarlet letters on their chest. You should not want to be around them. But for some reason, I don't know what it is. I think it's the theory of giving second chances. I think that might be the reason why people are like, especially when it comes to like partnering with somebody that was abusive to their previous partners. It's like, what do you think is going to happen to you? How do you think your relationship is going to go? Like, really, truly. And how do you feel as a woman being with someone who terrorized their previous relationship, the person that they were in a relationship with previously? How do you reconcile that or rationalize that? How do you do that? Like, I really believe that if I'm with somebody, or if you're with somebody and you find out they were abusive to their previous partners, you have to reevaluate the relationship and probably leave. Because what happens is there's no consequence for the behavior. So if you open your arms up to somebody who was terrorizing their previous partner, that shows them there's no consequence. Like, oh, I can probably do this again, right? And we are literally socialized to be so male identified that we take the man's side. We give the man the benefit of the doubt. We take his version of the truth. You know how I know how y'all take a man's version of the truth before you take a woman? Y'all won't say that if a woman says she's in a relationship with a man, y'all will not say that it's a real relationship until the man validates the relationship, until the man says, oh yeah, we're in a relationship. How many women wait around for, and it's more women than it is men who wait around like, what are we? What are we doing? You're so waiting for him to, seal the relationship, to make it official, to do all the, they give a man a lot of power. Y'all give men a lot of power with that. But I think that's where I go. I think it has to do with second chances. I think women, because they give men the benefit of the doubt, they're just like, believe his story about his exes. You believe all the stories he tells you about his exes. You believe him. You believe his version. Do you think he's going to tell you all the things that he did to terrorize that woman? Do you think he's going to tell you he choked and slapped her? Do you think he's going to tell you he punched her in the face? Do you think he's going to tell you he flattened her tires? Do you think he's going to tell you he stalked her for weeks after the relationship was over when she decided to leave the relationship? Do you think he's going to tell you that, sis? Do you? Okay. So when you hear, that's what I really think. When a woman is trying to tell you, girl, that's not it. You should listen. You should listen, and especially with these public figures, I think it's I think it's easier for public figures to have their Yelp reviews out, because sometimes you'll meet a person, you don't know them, right? Unless you've met them through people, right? But if you don't know the person, you don't know their history, and you go by what they tell you. But if there's a representation of what they've done and there's a trail of people, why are you in proximity to this person? This person is dangerous. This person is violent. This person will choke you if they find out you're pregnant. Like, it's crazy. Go look up intimate partner violence rates, and then go look up the rates of women who are pregnant who end up getting deleted, and who the person is who did it. It's almost always the father of the child. So if Iggy Azelia wants to do a song with Tory Lanez, both of their careers are in the toilet as far as I'm concerned. So let them go make some toilet music, child. All right, let's see what else is happening. You know what? Every time I see Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, I really feel like I'm being forced to, like, I feel like she wants people to care about their relationship with the same energy that they cared like 20 years ago. What was that? That was like damn near 20 years ago. Like, every time I see Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, I wonder, like, girl, don't nobody care. Every time I see, apparently they got matching tattoos or something. I don't know. I just feel like they be trying to make fetch happen, child. Um, let's see. Girl, I'm not watching Candy hanging from a door, spreading her legs. Girl, that tell you, I give Candy her props when props is due, but sis has no sex appeal at all, in my opinion. It's very stiff, it's very constipated. I just cannot get into it. Sorry, Sugar Mama. I can't. I'll give you props on your empire and the things that you've created with your name and your brand, but the sex kitten, it doesn't, I can't, it's not translating. I don't understand it. mm, I don't understand it. All right, let's see. Somebody said a homeless man gave me a Valentine's Day balloon this morning. Apparently he's been saving the change I give him when I pass him on mornings. Yes, yes, I cried. Somebody said decisions like that is why he's in that situation. Why are you saving your money to give some lady a balloon for Valentine's Day? Girl, it is a mess. It is a mess. Howard Stern rips Rihanna for lip syncing 85% of her halftime. I don't even know why I bothered showing up. Girl, who cares? They said the sales have gone up on Fenty. The streaming for her music has gone up. Girl, like Bethany Frankel says, she won. She won the Super Bowl. Okay, let's see what else is happening. It's not much. Did y'all hear about okay, so we heard about what happened. Apparently, okay, remember there was a another shooting at Michigan State, right? And there were 3 students that were killed. Apparently, one of the students was Delicious. Delicious. What's her name? I don't know her name, but Delicious. Y'all know who I'm talking about. It was her niece. Isn't that crazy? I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. But apparently this guy was black. There's some people saying that the students were saying the man was white. But apparently they said this man, the shooter, Anthony McCrae, that he turned evil once his mother died. I said, y'all really try to figure out any kind of way to blame a man's behavior on a fucking woman? It's so crazy to me. A lot of people's mothers die every day. Somebody's mama dies every day. They don't go on a shooting rampage to a school. This 43-year-old man went up to a college. That was his intention. You ain't have no business on that damn college campus with your old ass. And then y'all gonna figure out a way to blame his mama? Girl, I can't take it. I cannot take it. It says neighbors. More heartbreaking details are being revealed about the unfortunate school shooting at Michigan State that claimed the lives of 3 students and critically injured 5 others. The shooter, Anthony McCrae, who took his own life, reportedly turned quote unquote evil after his mother passed away in 2020. Anthony's father, Michael, spoke to NBC News about how differently his son started to act in recent years. His mother died of a stroke in 2020, and he turned evil after having a hard time processing her death. He quit his job and began staying isolated in his room, playing video games all day. He was a mama's boy. He loved his mom. They were tight. His mom was like his sister. Everything happened so fast. He was grieving for his mom. He wouldn't let it go. He got bitter and bitter and bitter. His mom died and he just started getting evil and mean. He didn't care about anything anymore. Michael said he tried to encourage his son to get another job and to get out of his rut, but it didn't work. Talk to daddy. Let me know if something is on your mind. If you need help, I'll get you help, said the father. He said, I'm okay, Dad. I don't need help. Michael McCrae said he's a man of God, reads the Bible every day, and tried his best to be a good father to Anthony McCrae and his two children. He was a good kid, don't get me wrong, but you never know what your kid will do when they walk out of the door. What your kid will do. That man is 43 years old. What your kid will do. They always try to figure out a way to blame the mother. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. He needed to be in therapy. He was 43 and still living at home. Something ain't adding up. Right. Right. So he turned evil after his mother died. Get the F out of here. Get the F out of here. We don't need no more verses. Somebody said these two need to get a verses and can play any song they have credits on. Who will win between Kanye and the violent tick tick boom Dr. Dre? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did y'all see Busta Rhymes throw that drink on that lady? She assaulted him. She grabbed his butt. She assaulted him. She grabbed his butt and he turned around and threw a drink on her. If it was a man doing it to a woman and she did the same thing, everybody would be, that's what he deserved. That's what she deserved. You don't go around grabbing people's asses. He did not give you consent. I don't understand. There is a double standard where women think that they could objectify and violate men and touch men without their consent. They really believe that you cannot do that. You cannot walk up behind anybody and just grab their ass. He turned around so fast and threw that damn. Luckily, he didn't hit her. Now that would have been a different story. Because he's super duper strong. But you would have been like, well, I kind of understand, but yeah, you a little bit too strong with your buff back, Busta Rhymes. I don't know about that. But he did her right. He threw that water right on her. He turned around and threw it on her. I don't know why she would do that. I have no idea why she would do that. Anyway, did you hear Monique came out and said to Sherri Shepherd and Kim Whitley saying that they were giving her backhanded compliments? I didn't think that the compliments were backhanded.
Like I said, people underestimate comics. She's really, really good. She's a great actress. Now, personality-wise, she's always getting in trouble. Always. If it's not with another comic, D.O. Hughley, it is with the industry. It's somebody. But this movie, The Reading with Monique, when I tell you, I was turning out. This sucker it scared me. But Monique is funny in it too. It's a horror/damn comedy. I'm gonna tell you something. And Monique got it on her thing, so it's not gonna be me giving away the movie because she's got it. She's got it posted. When people are getting killed, because you know it's a scary movie, so somebody's always getting killed. The girl who about to get killed, Monique got a. This is why I hate that Monique got blackballed by Hollywood. You can take it.
So Monique came out, and I'm not gonna read everything she said, but she basically said, y'all gave me backhanded compliments. When you talk about somebody getting in trouble, that's like saying that it's a child or a slave or an employee. And then this is where I was like, okay, bitch, you fucking lost me. She loses me every time. Anytime the team of you two sisters would like to speak with the team of my husband and I, we welcome it. Why? And I honestly feel like it's like there's like a lot of things going on with Monique and her and the way that the dynamic between her and her husband, it's like a pimp whore type of situation, calling him daddy in public and all this other stuff. She calls it, my man is just protecting me and y'all don't know what it looks like, so you don't understand when your husband's protecting you. That's how she frames it. Whatever you need, however way you need to frame it to sleep at night. But don't nobody want to sit up next to that nigga wearing, you sit next to that nigga wearing lip gloss all the time. We don't. We don't want to see it. And that's the part of the problem. Whoopi told her everything. Don't nobody want to sit down. Now, I don't think what they said was wrong. They said she was blackballed. They acknowledged she was blackballed. I think we all can acknowledge she was blackballed. We all know why. We all know the story. We're not going to go back to it. Is she a problem? Is she telling the truth? She won her thing with Netflix. She won a judgment with Netflix. So, you know, it is what it is. But I don't think that they were giving backhanded compliments. I honestly don't think that Monique wants critique. I don't. I don't. And it's sad because if you can't, like she said, well, Sherri Shepherd is saying, girl, it's a shame that she was blackballed, but her personality and that could affect. I mean, that's part of working. Whether you're good, you have the great skills and the craft, your personality also has to translate as well. That's how I feel like. When you two say we comics are underrated, and you, Sherri, and Kim, and I are ironically all black female comics, why do you think we're underrated? My personality is of such where I can speak up and out against injustice, so we can stop being, as you both said, underrated. And if you notice, I haven't ever started a conversation about you two that involved any negativity in any way of years I have known you two. You then attempt to show a connection between my personality and me being blackballed, along with the fallout I had with brother D.L. Hughley. In addition, you two within the same breath mention how we as comics are underestimated. The way that she went about the thing with D.L. Hughley, that we already know that I didn't agree with that at all. I was like, you're doing the most. You're really doing the most right now, the way that you came at that man. She said, check my resume. I don't go knocking on anyone's door saying things I can't substantiate. But some people have never, but some people have a problem with me because when they knock on my door with BS, I answer. First thing, it says kids with their parents, criminals with the law, and slaves to their masters get into trouble. I told you y'all view parenting as a slave master relationship. Just her saying that, I was like, that's how y'all be viewing your relationships with kids. Not y'all, but y'all. That's how y'all be reviewing your relationships with kids. It's like a slave master. That's why you get mad when they don't do what you want them to do, and when they start getting their own personality and being able to like get a little independence, you want to beat them down and all this other stuff. It is a slave master relationship. So when she said that, I was like, not kids with their parents, criminals to law enforcement, and slaves to their masters. I was like, yep, she put all those analogies, those comparisons together, and I feel like people really view it like that. Yeah. Criminals, look, kids, criminals, and slaves. To parents, the law, and masters. I just gotta point that out. I was like, ugh, okay, is that how it is? But she says that's getting in trouble. Did y'all see Giselle's great value, Jussie Smollett, Jason Cameron? That's her boo. I think he's 36 years old, and she's 52. I don't know. I mean, he look. I mean, I don't know. I don't. It's probably because Giselle said all she needs is laughs, make her laugh, and have a big dick. That's all she wants right now out of a relationship. So maybe he's providing that. Maybe he's making her laugh and he's dicking her down. So kudos to Giselle. So that is what it is. Let's see what else. Okay, let me go to the Jasmine brand. Can y'all tell me something? How is it possible for you to become best friends so quickly with your intimate partner? How do y'all? Angela Simmons is calling Yo Gotti her lover, man, and best friend. How did y'all become best friends that fast? I'm just curious. I just be wanting to know how y'all turn best friends with a nigga after a year. and your girl best friends, y'all been best friends for 16, 15, 20 years. And this nigga you done known 30 days is already, he's my best friend. We're best friends. How? Can y'all tell me, please? How did y'all end up being best friends so fast? The best friend you have? The best? Okay. Let's see. Tay Diggs' ex speaks on exit from All American after 5 seasons. Says he's just honored that feeling. He just honored that feeling that was his time to leave the CW series. It says Rihanna's Spotify streams spike 640% after Super Bowl halftime show. Her singer reportedly has no update for when she'll be dropping music. It says Rihanna's hit solo track spiked as much as 2,600%, and her overall U.S. Spotify streams received an impressive 640%. That's great. That's crazy. That's the purpose. That is the purpose. See, I don't know, like this being hugged up with Ray J, and you've seen how he terrorizes Princess, but apparently they back together, honey. As long as he owns and has that name trademark, she ain't going nowhere. That's the one thing she better ask for when she finally decides to divorce Ray J is, all I want is my name back, okay? Kel Mitchell's ex-wife, Taisha Hampton, says she's $3 million in debt due to actors' fraudulent and malicious conduct in divorce and demands $1.9 million. According to Radar Online, Taisha Hampton was shut down in her divorce battle after judge determined the former Nickelodeon star doesn't owe her back support. Now, days later, Kel Mitchell's ex has reportedly gone back to court asking that the decision be reversed. In her documents, Kel has not made one spousal support payment to the respondent. As of February 6, 2023, the petitioner owes her $315,692.51 in spousal support arrears. In addition, the actress said Kel Mitchell still owes $725,000 in child support payments for an overall total of $1.9 million. She accused him of presenting false evidence in court, reports state. Reportedly, Taisha has demanded Kel pay her $1.9 million for his fraudulent and malicious conduct, including his alleged financial abuse. She said the ongoing battle has caused her to suffer emotionally and financially. She also said she believes Kel is making over $60,000 a month while she is over $3 million in debt. Taisha has publicly accused Kel of owing her over $1 million in back support for years now. She previously took to her social media accounts to call out her ex-husband for allegedly being a deadbeat dad over the years. I think his daughter came out too and confirmed what the mother said. She also said that Kel's tax debts led to her being incarcerated. As previously reported, March 2021, Taisha revealed via her TikTok that Kel owes her $1.2 million in unpaid child support and tax debt. She created a TikTok video where she accused Kel of buying a home worth $800,000 in 2020, even though he has yet to pay her reported $1.2 million that he is still allegedly owes. I know that y'all want to mimic, traditional templates. I know you want to do that. I know you want to be able to say that you can depend on another adult, fickle human being who can change their mind at any time. I know you want to say that. I know you want to be able to say that. But you truly cannot depend on these people. You really can't. I know it feels good to be able to say, I got a man I can depend on. I got a man who pays everything. When it's all said and done, you're left with nothing. When it's time to divorce, you're left with nothing. You're left in debt. You're left drained because you have depended on somebody. You have put your all in someone else. It's like, I have never understood the concept of financially depending on somebody. I don't even think it's a privilege to say that. I don't even think it is a privilege to be like, I can financially depend on a man. Like there's women on the internet every single day looking for a man who has more money than them. You're not going to find it in this economy, okay? And the men who make more than you is a very small percentage. And you want to say, I want to depend on this person. Like I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. You might, you've never met someone who makes you comfortable enough to want to depend on them financially? You mean like I wait for him to give me money? What? I don't know how, I don't like how that sounds. That don't sound right to me. It just doesn't sound, it just doesn't make any logical sense to me. It doesn't make any logical sense to me. And I think it just doesn't. I'm not gonna tell you what I think, but y'all want to depend on these dudes, and then look at her, $1 million. He hasn't paid no spousal support, none. And then I'm sure he probably did lie on the court documents to be like, I don't make that much. I'm a working actor. Da 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 da. Girl, ain't no telling. But she needs to be able to prove that he lied so that he can be held in contempt and then also get a fine on top of that. And you need to show proof. I hope you go in there with proof that he hasn't paid or anything like that. And hopefully she can get it reversed and he can have a judgment. He could get a judgment, doesn't mean he's going to pay, but he should be given a judgment and told to pay by a certain date. He needs to clear that debt, because you owe that lady. If it was in the divorce decree and you're not upholding your end of the bargain, it really makes me sad that there are women running around here saying they want a man to do this and do that for them. And it's just like, you know what the system is ran by, right? So in a system ran by where this person is technically can be your oppressor, you want to turn around, call him your best friend after I don't know how many months, and then say you depend on him and you're not making any money, and that's where your money is coming from. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that. I don't care if you want to live like white women do, but if you get online, the white women are telling you, girl, it's a trap. Don't do it. It's not what you think it is. If you trying to mimic what we got going on over here, bitch, don't do it. You are gonna regret it. That is something that I just can't fathom. It's like, oh, I'm depending on this person for money. So at any time he decides he doesn't want to be in the relationship and changes his mind or finds a new toy, a new body, then you looking crazy. Like Lisa over there with Lenny. She lives on Star Island. Look up Star Island and look up the average house price, the estimated house price on Star Island. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up. I'm looking it up. Estimated home value on Star Island, Florida. And she over there depended on that man, astute plastic surgeon. Girl, it says Star Island Homes for real estate home. This one thing says this house is for sale on Star Island. Girl, it's $74 million. $74 million. Here's another house. It's just an acre. It's a 0.92 acre lot. $37 million. On Star Island. And this woman depended on this man. I think her house is 8 point something million. I think that's her 80 million. I think her house 80 million. Did I say 80 million? I think it's 80 million. Girl. 20,000 square feet. Girl, that house is crazy. They have a $4 million mortgage. What? Girl, what? That house is expensive. And she hasn't moved out. She hasn't moved out, but he's telling her he's done with her. She's depended on him. And I mean, she has money from Real Housewives of Miami, but she's depended on him. And now he wants her out. He told her, I know you're not going to leave until somebody tells you to leave. So I'm trying to find you another house. And I want you and these kids, his children, that he shares with her, I want y'all out. So his new toy, new body can come in. She's dependent on him. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get it. $52 million. Did I say 80 million? $52 million home. He wants her out so he can bring his new bitch in. And the new bitch is going to come in thinking that she's going to be different. He bringing you in the house that he kicked his wife out of. You think you're going to be different? Girl, I can't. Y'all take care of each other, protect your energy. I mean, take care of yourself, girl. Always make sure you got your own. And he don't even have to know. Like, please don't tell the left hand what the right hand is doing. Put your money aside. That's why I was like, Lisa better have money to the side. Put money to the side because people are fickle. They can change their minds at any time and decide, I don't want your ass. I want you out and these kids out. And then I'm going to go to court and falsify some documents to say that I ain't making no money so I can get out of paying you what you've grown accustomed to. I don't understand it. It's very like getting married is such a high risk for women. It really truly is a high risk investment. You want to have your weddings, you want to walk down the aisle to your frog, honey, but it is a high risk, especially if you decide I want to rest in my feminine and depend on my oppressor to be my best friend and to always take care of me until he decides he don't want me no more. I can't do it. Good luck to y'all. Take care of each other and protect your energy. Peace.